Michelle Obama is here. Cleo, I do want to say, Mrs. Obama gave you guys a very nice compliment during the break. And you mentioned in the book that the first album you ever got, your dad bought you, was Stevie Wonder.
Stevie,
yeah.
Yes. Well, my grandfather, South Side.
Oh, your grandfather.
Yeah,
South Side, or was it East Side?
It was West Side.
Gotcha.
This is what me and my brother distinguished between my maternal grandfather and my paternal grandfather. One lived on the South Side and one lived on the West Side. And he was West Side until he moved to the South Side and became South Side. You can read all about it.
If you wanted to get someone in your husband's administration fired, how would you? How would you do that?
Why do you ask?
Just curious, just wondering if there's somebody that rubbed you the wrong way. Would you send them a letter?
We had wonderful people in our administration.
And you never had a situation like that?
Not once.
Not even once. I don't believe that for a second. But we play a game almost every day here at our show, and then my wife and I play it at home. The game doesn't really have a title, but it's basically called What If Obama Had Done This?
Oh, God, we play that at home, too.
You do, yeah. That was really my question. Do you play that one at home?
Yeah, quite often.
I know you've said repeatedly you will not run for office, but has anyone ever really, like, seriously approached you and tried to convince you to run for office?
All the time.
Like, I mean, now, I'm sure... I'm talking about, like, the head of the committee or Barack or Hillary or somebody like that.
Barack keeps those people away from me.
He does.
So, yeah, I've never had any serious conversations with anyone about it because it's not something that I'm interested in or would ever do, ever.
You said something very interesting, I thought, about your husband in your book, is that on high-pressure days, he would be at his most relaxed and he would be the friendliest on those days. Why do you think that is?
On his busiest days?
Yeah.
Because that's what fuels him. He's a grinder, you know. I think, and you know, he maybe. I think he feels most fulfilled when he's full, when his plate is full. I call him a plate spinner. You know, those jugglers that keep spinning those plates, and if one is starting to wobble, he spins it, and if everything's going okay, then he'll put another plate up. I think he gets his energy.
Is he doing that at home now, like literally with the china?
Right. No.
He is not doing that at home. Do you have a secret, like Instagram or Facebook or a page like that?
Well, if I told you, it wouldn't be a secret. No, I don't. I mean, I'm barely good at that stuff. Anyway, I mean, I have an Instagram account and a Twitter account, obviously, but you know, I have to get permission to use it from my staff. They don't trust me with it, so.
Speaking of permission, in the book you talked about 3 kids. One of them was a girl named Dee Dee who you fought. She was a bully and you fought her.
My first fight.
First fight. Then there was a boyfriend you smoked pot with. And then there was a boyfriend that you broke up with because his career goal was to become a mascot for, like, the Cleveland Browns or something, right?
Yes.
Now, do you call those people beforehand or reach out to them in some way to go, guess what?
No. No, I did, and I didn't use last names for that reason, although some people will know who they are.
Yeah, right.
So it's up to them to out themselves. But I did give books to send books to everybody with kind of a nice note, like, thank you for helping me become. Okay.
Did Dee Dee get a book?
I think so. We're trying to track everybody down.
Yeah.
So because these are people, you know, this was in childhood. This didn't happen yesterday. I wasn't fighting in the backyard. Yeah, when I was a little kid. So it takes a second to, like, find everybody. So I'm not sure if everybody's gotten a book, but we've tried to get everybody a book.
Gotcha.
And then if they call and they want to fight again, because
then the pay-per-view.
Yeah,
right. Hi, I'm Jimmy Kimmel, and I am not allowed to eat this cookie until you click the subscribe button, so please click now. I'm hungry.